Okay, so welcome to this solo stimulus run. Right, this is this is the first time I'm going to do commentary alongside a game. And normally I don't do it, but my commentary is just going to be my thoughts of why I decided to do certain things that I did during the game. And this will be a voiceover after the game has been completed because it requires too much brain power to play and explain at the same time. I may do this again, I may not, we'll see. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are, you're one of my subscribers or you a lurker, you've seen it for a while, some of my videos, then obviously welcome again. Okay, so the first thing you notice is I just shot the barrier because I want some nice cover.
Deploying Sentry.
I've gotten so used to shooting the recoilless rocket that I can probably more or less guess the range-ish of like where I need to aim. Oh, and this is against the Incineration Corpse, which has only been released a couple of days now. But I'll mention, if the change you're not aware of is the a single recoilless. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me because I wasn't expecting it. That tank dropped out of nowhere. I should have probably checked around a little bit more. Again, I checked my map just to make sure that I'm not getting blindsided, but as I was saying before, the dropships, they can only be one shot if you hit the engine with a recoilless. You can't one shot the dropship by hitting the body. The devs changed that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Team reload required.
But yeah. Let's see. What else? Aside from that, I'm just staying there. Like, you can see how in so many of my videos I talk about cover. I've got pretty good cover. I can drop back anywhere I want. Maybe I should be checking the map a little bit more often to make sure there's no enemies sneaking up on me. I just did. And I'm okay. I'm actually taking a bit of a gamble, but I know I have time. I want to kill that convoy as soon as possible so I can focus on the rest of the map. Yeah, part of me is just guessing and experience. I know a lot of players won't be able to do that because there's just so much fog. Like, I'm finding it really hard to see because there is so much fog as well. But I'm just trying to do as much as I can before I have to move. So, also, here's a really good tactic is, you see me doing here, is every time you're reloading, don't just reload, move the angle of your camera around so you can see around while you're reloading. This is a really good way to kind of check, because you're doing nothing, right? You're reloading that RR for 3.8 seconds. Use that time to scan around your map. Yeah, also, you might be wondering, why am I not using the Talon pistol from the new, whatever, Gunslinger Warbond? It's nice, I'll admit that, right? But the heavy pen makes a big difference, and a lot of times I panic fire too much, right? Because I'm so used to using the Senator, so I have to reload anyway. I could shoot less, but when you have to whip out the pistol, you want to fire as quickly as possible, because the threats are way too close, especially against the incinerator bots, because you've got flamers running at you, chicken walkers as I call them, right, or rocket striders. You do not want to give them any space or time, so in a sense it is better to rapid fire at them. That's why I prefer the E4 Senator over the Laz pistol or whatever it's called. Because it just kills quicker, and I'm gonna have to reload anyway. Oh, another thing I want to mention is the convoy. Okay, they instantly call reinforcements on your location. No other unit does this. The detector tower does, but the detector tower needs line of sight. Okay, and it doesn't do it instantly. So I'm just kind of annoyed by that. I don't like that because it's so inconsistent with everything else. I mean, I can hold only with 5 guys. 5 factory striders is hard enough as it is. It's a bit nutty. Yeah, I see those guys, I run the fuck away, because they can currently one-shot you from over 50 meters away, even if you're wearing heavy armor. Before setting fire on you. They can do it even if you've got health booster, 75%. Medium armor, it's just ridiculous. Anyone arguing otherwise just has no idea what they're talking about. It's not balanced at all. I think it's a bug in the coding rather than a design intended design function. Because it's nuts. You'll also see I'm playing much safer compared to normal against bots, right? I'm not being anywhere near as aggressive, or you will see in the entire clip. The reason for that being is, and I've only played maybe, what, 2 or 3 solo games before this a couple of days ago against the fire bots. And I've played probably like a dozen co-op games with randoms now against the bots. Against the fire bots is all it takes is just you being set on fire twice and you're dead with the light armor, because the input lag is so bad from you standing to you ducking. It is really, really bad. So you get hit twice by the fire devastators, you're dead. You're just absolutely dead. There's a little bit of buggy coding where they will set you on fire from out of nowhere and all that kind of stuff. That's why I give more space than before. I'll also mention the reason why I'm going down this path, right? Enough ranting, but the reason why I go down this path is the river gives me a really good place that I know bots won't spawn randomly from there. But if I go on the other side, on the, like, where is it? If I go around that base, right, if I go anti-clockwise, or is it anti-clockwise, right? I could easily get trapped by a patrol on the edge of the map. Yeah. I've also used the, what's it, Deadeye rifle or whatever. It's fun, I like it. But it's completely outclassed by the crossbow. You don't really need to aim, it can take out groups of enemies pretty quickly. It's easy as hell to aim. And I've noticed that there's practically no bots, so I just run straight up. But I really should check my radar a lot earlier. One thing I'll mention also, the radar, right, because I'm using scout passive armor, so it's got a ping that reveals enemies far away. It doesn't work this game. For whatever reason, it doesn't work most of the time. And it's really annoying. Yeah, while I wait, see what else I can do, right? So I take this chance to just shoot rockets from afar at the fortress. Because this blizzard, as much as it can help, it's really fucking annoying, especially when half of your stratagem loadout is sentries. It really hurts you more than it helps. Okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Oh yeah, so I've talked about the fire devastators, who seem like they have a bug in the damage. They fix that, should be fine. I feel like Helldivers is set on fire a bit too easily, right? If it catches your pinky, like a tiny piece of your foot, your entire body's on fire. No, but I guess that's hard to code, right? That's really hard to code. I'm no coder. Yeah, I have no idea where that factory strider come from. I swear it wasn't there before, so yeah. And also, compared to the old bots and the fire bots with the actually no, compared to the old bots to the updated one with the improved dropships, I'm not as crazy with or as aggressive moving up to those gunships, because now it takes more skill to beat them, and if you fuck up, okay, if you don't hit the engine instead of the body all the time, what's it called? The payback, right? The amount of risk you've incurred is so much higher than before, right? Especially against fire bots, because they spam loads of devastators and mortar hulks. You're in a really bad position. Speaking of mortar hulks, good idea, badly implemented. Let me explain why. the mortar hulk will shoot mortars up to 50 meters every 2.3 seconds. Rapid firing them every 2.3 seconds. The recoilless rocket takes 3.8 seconds to reload. That's if you do the cut-off animation, right? And I don't know if that will ever get fixed, but that is insane. Right? And they're insanely accurate as well. If there's 3 targets out of line of sight from the mortar hulk will target you, not your sentries. Like, that kind of accuracy is nuts. I feel like it should be toned down because the Hawk's mortar should not be 50% faster to shoot than an RR takes to reload. Right? Because it's just nuts. Yeah, you can throw a stun grenade, but it's still absolutely nuts. I feel like it should shoot twice as slow. Because mortars are traditionally not fast, right? Someone rapid firing mortars like that are unheard of. Mortars are normally slow, deliberate attacks. It doesn't match the characteristic of that weapon. And in terms of fun, it's not really fun to engage with. When they're just constantly spamming with how massive that AoE is as well. Oh, Blizzard is about to come. It's going to really annoy me. I think Blizzard lasts for 3 minutes, right? And there's like 5 in this mission. So it's like, I wasted 15 minutes of doing fuck all because Blizzards hurt you a lot more against the Incineration Cult bots because a single Fire Devastator will fuck you up. And if you can't fight the bots from afar, that's worse for you. Because remember, the best weapon you have against bots and bugs and anything is space. The more space you can put between yourself and the enemy, the better you have chances of min-maxing, aka minimal risk to yourself, maximum chance of success to you. Okay? Like here's an example. Let's just say you have to expose yourself to kill a Hulk, okay? But you can one-shot it. That's high reward. But the fact that you have to expose yourself, and let's just say the range is 30 meters, you have to get within 30 meters. That's extremely high risk for you, because you have to expose yourself really close range as well, right? So here's an example of high reward and low risk. High reward is not exposing your, it's actually being able to one-shot a Hulk. Let's say you throw down a rocket sentry, right? It doesn't one-shot, but it's close enough, right? And then it is low risk because you don't have to expose yourself. You don't have to pop your head out of cover. The sentry will be targeted, not you, so that's low risk. Oh, almost walked into those flowers. Yeah, that's high risk. No, that's low risk, high reward play, basically min-maxing. I'll be talking more about that in a Squid video, which I hope they update the Squid roster in, what, 2 weeks, hopefully? Why 2 weeks? Because apparently they're releasing a board game announcement or awards or something by the 8th of April? And that's just over 2 weeks away, so hopefully they'll make an update before then. Yeah, normally I'll happily just run up to that base and kill it, but because it's the fire corpse, I don't do it. It's just way too risky. I run into one Devastator, my game is over. And yeah, there's just too many unknowns. It's not worth it. And I've already deployed my sentries as well. Do I have my strafing runs up? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm just throwing sentries to help prepare myself for now. If I deploy too close to a mob of enemies with my sentry, I'll just stun grenade and help it out a little bit. It's also really weird. Why do sentries are blocked by blizzards? Because blizzards only visually impaired. Sentries are robots. They can just see things by infrared vision or whatever it is. Same thing like bots. I don't get it. But hey, we have to deal with it. Yeah, always check the map to see where the enemy is.
freedom!
This makes me hella nervous. There are hidden hell bombs everywhere. It's really open terrain. I'm not a fan of it. I want to get out as soon as possible. Also, like aside from my small gripe with recalling reinforcements from the convoy, convoy's a nice idea. It's fun. It's definitely challenging in a really fun way. I like it. I've got nothing to add to it.
One step closer to
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the time as well when I'm playing this a lot, and I'm just wondering how much time do I have to do everything. Time is really tight, actually. When I say time is tight, is I'm accounting for how much time do I have in case there's a fuck-up. Because I know the rescues the civilian, that place is... I could easily get caught up in just fighting enemies all day, and that could take 10-20 minutes if I'm not too careful. So you have to really learn how to, or know how to bait enemy reinforcements correctly. Otherwise you'll be fighting there all day. I hate turrets. I will take them out at almost every opportunity.
deploying sentry.
Yeah, I'm just better safe than sorry.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Should I talk about bugs? No, I'll leave that for now. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is when I'm shooting down automation
For prosperity!
dropships, I always ignore the tanks. I never ever shoot the dropships that hold tanks because they're easy to hide away from. They're easy to deal
How'd
with.
you like the taste of freedom?
Because I would rather face a bot tank rather than a whole drop of 8 berserkers and or devastators and so on. That's far scarier. So I decide to always shoot the dropships that are carrying all the little robot, all the little enemy soldiers. I prefer that because that's a lot easier to dodge, and the tanks are much slower as well.
One step closer to mission completion.
Again, I'm just running to cover before reloading, just because I'm being extra safe. Because these bots are harder than normal bots, and I've heard someone say that, the old bots, like from launch day, are much harder than the fire bots. I have no idea what they're smoking, but that is completely untrue. I've been doing solo deathless runs, and practically stimless runs since the first month. They are not harder. The old bots are not harder. Not one bit. At all. Oh, one thing I'm going to mention about this base is I don't destroy all the bases because there is something of... I don't know the exact science to this, but I know that with each objective you complete or each enemy base you destroy, the number of patrols increase. So I don't destroy all of it. I don't bother. Because I'm thinking I'll come back to do it later once I've completed the civilian mission. Because if I complete the civilian mission with less patrols, great, I can return to that later. So less patrols, main objective, easy. But actually I decide, fuck it. With a blizzard, right, and the amount of time it takes to walk there and back, I'm wasting too much time. So I decide not to do it. I decided to kill that base completely later. This is a very difficult stratagem jammer base to take out. So again, I'm being extra careful. They called reinforcements. That's unlucky. It happens. You can't keep track of the reinforcement timer all the time. And sometimes they'll call it where you want them. Sometimes they'll call it where you don't want them. But I just want to soften that base up for my own nice little piece of cover. I want to soften that base up with sentries to call to protect me if need be. I just want to soften it up before I go in, making my job so much easier and safer. Yeah, I should be checking my radar a little bit more often during this. Now you might see, like, Chris, that radar is working. Right? When I ping it, and yeah, it does work, but it should be working so much further out. That shot, that turret shot, whatever, that came out of nowhere, I have no idea what that is. Is that a rocket or is it a turret? I keep thinking it's a turret, but now I see it's an actual rocket. I thought it was a turret. I was like, what am I missing? Did the devs add in something new? But yeah. I'm also going to speak just a little bit less now because I'm trying to eat something at the same time. There's nothing super interesting to say. Yeah.
Tagging map.
Enemy tactical asset within threat range.
Normally I'd go in and kill that Devastator no problem, but that thing can instant kill me due to a bug. Or at least I hope it's a bug. Patrol incoming, right, on the left hand side of the screen about, what, south east? So I have to be super quick. They called in a bot drop, I have no idea where it's coming from. So I'm really nervous right now. I think it's gonna land, but it actually doesn't. I don't know why they called it over there. Sometimes it just happens. Yeah, I just realized I've been muted for the past minute. But that patrol, that dropship made me really nervous because I'm under a lot of pressure right now. That patrol really makes me nervous, so I'm just going to throw it and help soften up the AA. And the reason I also deploy the Hell Bomb on the side that they can't shoot is because obviously it'll automatically detonate if they hit it, if the bots hit it and destroy it, so I don't want that to happen. I want to put as much space between me and them.
Forever.
Now I just got to go and kill the AA. I now have 16 minutes on the clock, and I'm afraid that that might not be enough time to rescue all 30 civilians, because it really depends on how I do it. Everything has to go fucking perfect right now. If it doesn't, this run will run out of time. Oh, Hellbomb. Yeah, always watch your surroundings, because that makes things so much easier. That fucking saved so much time. Because I don't have strafing run because of the AA. Can't see shit from all the smoke. Oh, I left Discord on. That's not your Discord if you've got it on. Yay, strafing runs again. Yeah, I'm hella nervous. When you've got only 15 minutes left to do the... I haven't counted the number of secondaries I've got left. I'm thinking there is no more secondaries, there's actually one more, and it's a fucking nightmare as well. So yeah, I'm literally gonna go, oh shit, when I discover the final secondary. Oh, actually, I haven't talked about the close quarter flamethrower troopers. I like them. Right? The fun little addition, I have no feedback in terms of improvement for them. They're fine as they are. Also, I'll mention, my pistol aiming is not always that good. I just don't like shooting the troopers with anything but a pistol because the crossbow has such a small margin for error. Sometimes it just goes right through them. But for whatever reason, my aim with the crossbow against the troopers are really, really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the autocannon sentry into the group of bots simply because why not? It's just to get more kills. I don't really need to do it. I'm just doing it to get more kills. Because why not? Right, I'm trying to have more fun. Strafing run for the, what's it called? Bot factory. Okay, now we're gonna fucking leg it. Rearming. Now I hope I just made the right decision because that, I think it took, what, 5 minutes to kill the convoy. That is an insane amount of time for a secondary. Insane. Also, we have the hardest bot fortress possible because it's got the Eye of Sauron, and there's 2 or 3 fabricators really hard to get to.
Tagging map.
As well. And I say hard to get to because I'm speaking from a stimless perspective. I'm walking up, I try to ping on the map. Oh, now it shows. I realize, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have thrown the sentries because I really could have used it. To help clear out the enemies at that evacuation point. I really wish I did use my sentries at this point. So now I know it's going to cost me another 3 minutes or something like that. I hope there's no what's it called? Lizard? But yeah. Using sentries earlier really costs me, because now I'm just wasting time. Again, I don't realize there's another secondary I need to fill. That's why I'm staying here. Right, but it's good to call the reinforcement here because it's not on anything important. Yeah, really bad aim. I don't want those guys getting anywhere near me. And then this is the moment I realize, oh shit, I have 12 minutes to complete the civilian mission, the fortress which I think has 2 fabricators left, and a radar station. You're asking for a lot here. You are asking for a fucking lot. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that, but I really hate those fuckers right now.
Dropping a pin.
Sending down sentry.
I can go super aggressive with those guys right now because I know the bot drop is on cooldown. Again, I wrap around this rock because there might be enemies I'm not aware of and I don't want to get randomly. Shooting the RR through that Hulk's legs really annoyed me, but my sentry got me covered.
Tactical asset nearby.
But yeah. When I'm unsure about something, I never run in a direction where unknown enemies could kill me. Always run the opposite way. I wrap myself around cover. That's what you see a lot of other YouTube players don't do. Right? They constantly get smacked from all directions and they just blame the game. No, you're just not checking them out. It's really easy, it requires literally no skill. Just move against better cover. That's it. Okay, now I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna throw it in blindly, the sentry, but I'm gonna throw roughly where I think is gonna do the most damage. Generally, and also I know I've got 10 minutes left, so I'm a little desperate. I'm also just leaving the radar station or LIDAR station because it takes 30 minutes from the moment I press the button for me to be able to turn the radar dish. So I might as well just spend time doing here, right? Because I can't afford to keep waiting at the LIDAR station and wait for that to fully go up. And also, if I complete that, the amount of patrols on the map is only going to go up, and I do not want that when I'm trying to activate the shuttle bay terminal. So I leave it. I focus here instead. Oh, that's really, really bad. It's already not going well, and I need this to go off fucking perfect if I actually want to complete this, because I'm really doubting, can I do it? I mean, I could, but yeah, ignore the tank, you can easily avoid it, right? Actually, I don't know if the falling ship actually kills the bots underneath. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, I think. Anyway, I lob in a sentry. Maybe I should have been more careful with that one, because I might have shot it right into a hole, but I kind of guessed most of the enemies are dead, so I made a gamble, right, and it worked out pretty well. So I know I'm also pretty safe as well, because most of the time the bots only drop 2 to 3 drop ships, and if I can kill most of them and I have sentries covering me, I know I'm pretty good. So okay, now I know basically because I took out all the bot fabs, the enemy will now only spawn patrols from the map edge when all bases are destroyed, because I don't think it counts fortresses as bases in terms of like patrols spawning on the map, because they'll only spawn from the map edge now. But yeah, I'm on a roll. I know that I'm just hoping not too many patrols pop up, because it's so much harder to do without sentries.
Sending down sentry.
Because I don't have enough time to fight the enemy. Okay? If I have to fight one more patrol, that's probably all I can do. Actually, no, not one patrol, one reinforcement. I only have enough time to fight one more reinforcement. That's if they don't land on top of this shuttle bay. If they do, I'm fucked. Because I've got to run back to radar station, or LIDAR station. I've got to kill the bot fortress, and I have to go to extract. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not liking this. This is really tight. Okay, well, nothing too crazy going on here, just getting to the buttons enough time, so I might as well talk a little bit about the new warband for the bugs. What do I think? There's almost nothing in it. The only thing to talk about is the hover pack. I've tested the hover pack. If you want to see what my thoughts of the latest warband is for bugs, just look in my comments. I pinned it in below the bot build. Ooh, we're about to have a blizzard, which is actually not a good idea for me, because I need those sentries to take out the enemy as soon as possible. If the blizzard is going on, my sentries instantly can't shoot anything more than 15 meters in front of them, allowing the bots to swarm in on, which is not good. Not good at all, because it allows berserkers and hulks to get up closer and just one-shot the sentries via melee. But yeah, I am freaking out now. Oh, that's a hulk mortar. I don't like that at all, because it can one-shot me from 50 meters away. Oh yeah, that's really bad from the radar. Anyway, hover pack. If you want to see my thoughts on it, just go to the pinned comment section down below my bug video that talks about the best one army bug build. If you want to see more thoughts about the bots, yeah, I'll always, whenever I shoot videos for best build guides and so on, I won't make another best bot build guide video breakdown unless there's a significant, oh, this is bad. I have no idea what set that off because bots don't normally call reinforcements if they're only fighting sentries, I think, but this is really bad. That's 3 dropships, 4. Is that 5? Yeah, this made me fucking sweat because if a single civilian dies, I am fucked. I have to call in again. I have to fight everything in the blizzard. Oh, that's 7 dropships. Is that 8? Oh, that's bad. But I think I've done it. Yeah, they all landed on the outside, which was good, but yeah, I now have barely enough time to complete the other objectives, because I know it takes, to go from one side of the map to the other, it takes, how long does it take? It takes 2.5 minutes, okay? I know that for a fact, but because I've got a blizzard, I'm so much slower, and I've got to do the Leader Station, Fortress, which I hope there's only 2 bot fabs left. Yeah, this blizzard is not helping. Blizzard is not your friend against bots, I'll tell you that much. Not your friend at all.
Sending down equipment package.
Thank God, I only have to turn a little bit of that Leader Station. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not going to create best build guides unless there's significant difference. If there's like the best one I had is nowhere near the best now, then I'll make a new video. But until then, I'll only post updates in the pinned comments below those videos. So check back to those videos every now and again. Every time there's a new Warbond released, I'll probably update and add a comment of my Warbond thoughts below those videos. I know, a few days later, a week at max. Should I talk about Predator Strain? I'll probably have a Predator Strain Stimless solo run on foot out soon once it comes back, because it is possible. And it took some while to figure out how to handle them better with my current equipment, because that is the best right now. But actually no, I think the FRV is probably best in terms of safest, in a sense. But yeah. I'm also going around this, around the map edge, simply I want to block off the patrol spawns, okay, because if I'm on the map edge, they won't spawn. I'm also using the sentries, because why not, and I want to cover and just kill more bots inside the shuttle bay, because they've got nothing else to do. I also am hoping no bot patrols spawn on the map edge, because they do, I am fucked.
Sending down support weapon.
Okay, you see all those bot troopers there? Normally, if I was playing a casual game, I would run right up there. I absolutely would, and just kill all those bots. But I play a little bit safer when I'm doing these solo runs, because
Here comes the cavalry.
I'm just very worried. This is the hardest bot base. Oh yeah, that's nicely done. I do that simply because I knew that fab was there already. I pretty much know the entire layout of that bot fortress because I've done it so many times. I hate it. It's the hardest one. Yeah, right now I'm making this look a lot easier than it is, simply because I'm just making the right decisions. I'm not doing really dumbass moves.
Extraction is available.
I'm not playing super aggressive, at least by my standards.
Sending down sentry.
I'm not giving a chance for the enemy to shoot back at me. And yeah, I like this gameplay the most. This style without stims, because I feel like an actual... It gives the most thrills of it feeling realistic. That's what I like. Again, I'm not going to sprint all the way to the extraction point, because I don't think the bots can spawn right next to it. They'll probably spawn from down south or east on the edge of the map. So I want to go somewhere else. I want them to spawn on the west side or the south side, so I move a little bit further to that map edge. Maybe I could move further out, but I'd rather just sandwich myself in between cover over really flat land where I can see everything. So I'm just going to wait outside. That way I can ensure that the bots are focused on me and not running towards extract, because I do not want that. That's a really bad idea. I'm checking with the radar right now. Is there any patrols moving towards there? Yeah, no, I'm just typing stuff.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
I think there's going to be another blizzard coming soon, I think. I don't know.
Dropping a pin.
Anyway, I'm not moving, I'm waiting to time my run.
Tagging map.
Again, I could still fight, but this is the first bot fire mission that I'll be doing stimless. I don't think I'm going to do more. One, because no matter how many times I do it, it is still stressful. And, yeah.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
I don't really have a huge interest for it right now.
Dropping a pin.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Man, it really is exhausting just trying to talk for 40 minutes straight.
ETA T-minus 10
Yeah,
seconds.
I don't think I'm going to do another one like this. I'll probably do more short videos like the Movement Mastery series and just stick to that.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual
Um,
on the extraction zone.
Yeah, this is by far the best spot though. Don't believe what anyone else says until they tell you otherwise. Ask them to prove it. It's too easy to talk smack and not prove it.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning
Okay.
descent.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. You probably know how many kills I got from the thumbnail. I could definitely get a lot more, but I just don't see a point. I proved this build for the firebots. There's no difference between firebots and normal bots in terms of best Loadout. Nothing. So. Oh, if you're watching this and thinking the grenade launcher range got nerfed, I believe the devs said it is a bug, so it'll be fixed soon. But yeah, until that happens, you won't see any more bug runs from me. I want them to fix it fast. Wondering if there's anything I need to say else about bots. No. Okay, well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.